Hi, this is Mani from bsc2nse.com. So in this video, I'm going to talk about uh, the USD to INR currency conversion and how that affects us on our daily day-to-day basis. So just to give you a brief, I'll just start off with the factors that affect currency conversion. So basically the core things that affect our GDP, inflation, fiscal deficit, and there's going to be other factors also. There are a lot of other macroeconomic factors. So basically these three get compared. So when I talk about USD to INR, the USD to the US country and Indian country has their own GDP, inflation and fiscal deficit. A higher GDP supports your currency. A higher inflation is negative. Higher fiscal deficit is negative. And our Indian government has actually not been able to control, and it has been going on the negative on all three factors. India's GDP has come down a lot since 2008, and inflation has gone up, has kept going up, and the fiscal deficit also has been increasing. So in all three factors, we've been on the negative side when we compare against the United States. And the reason why the currency has depreciated from 40 rupees in 2008 to 63 rupees today. So now, while that is a bad thing, I'm going to share with you why it's also a good thing for IT people working in IT or software industry in India. So the two sides of the coin basically, and when the USD to INR was at 40 and USD to INR at 63. So what does it mean while this has changed? So assuming an average Indian software guy gets a salary of 10 lakh rupees, and assuming not much of people have got hikes in the last 4-5 years, so let's assume the same salary of 10 lakhs. So when you convert it into US dollars, whether it's an Indian company or a foreign company like IBM or Accenture, even if you're going to work for TCS or CTS, you are billed in US dollars. So whatever that you are earning does come in US dollars. So they are going to pay you 25,000 US dollars for 10 lakh rupees at a conversion of 40 rupees per dollar. And today the change is that since it is 63 rupees, they just have to pay you 16,000 US dollars. So which means that the Indian workforce has become a lot cheaper. So it is beneficial for companies like TCS, Infosys and IBM and Accenture, who are employing people in India, because they have to pay a lot less. And average salary in US in 2008 would have been 80k US dollars. Today it may be somewhere around 90k US dollars, assuming a hike of 2% every year. And now you can look at the ratio between the average salary there and a salary of 10 lakh rupees in India. So that comes to 3 times, and 10 lakh is actually above average salary in India. So again, the ratio today is actually 5 times. So what does this ratio mean? It means that from a management perspective, instead of employing one US guy, they could have hired or they could have employed only 3 Indian resources. But today, because of the currency conversion, they can actually employ 5 people in India. So it makes all the more sense for a US company or even an Indian IT company to have more resources in India. And if you remember, in 2008 there were a lot of companies firing software guys from the industry. So the reason being, at the currency conversion at 40 rupees, the Indian workforce is considered as expensive. Not just considered, they are expensive in terms of the US dollars. So anyone who was not being billed was actually laid off. But today it's relatively less expensive, so uh, companies are not actually looking to fire anyone, even if they are not in billing. And it actually makes a lot more sense for them to have more Indian workforce, and it does give them extra profit margins, especially for TCS and Infosys. On the hindsight, while it gives a lot of job security for people working in software industry or the IT industry, our expenses also go up because the currency has increased. So like for example, petrol is being imported globally. So whatever petrol price per liter was 45 rupees is today 75. And similarly, even gold prices has to be imported, and weaker rupee means that you'll have to pay more. And it goes similarly again, because of inflation is higher, we are paying more on food expenses, and every basic expenses go up, and similarly the labor cost also goes up. So your basic expenses does go up a lot. So while IT people can thank the Congress government for a better job security in IT today, uh, unfortunately it also means that we have to spend a lot more for our basic necessities. That said, subscribe to our YouTube videos, YouTube channel to stay in touch. And any comments or any reviews you can just post on this video. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.